Okay. I think we're going. We're going on today's stream. Should be going. I'm going to make sure of something because I need to make sure this is actually working right because this is my first time doing all this and I have no clue what I'm doing. So anyone, first of all, that's watching, if anyone's watching, tell me if you can hear the game because I can't hear the game because this process to get this working was incredibly jank and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna like... This process to get this working was incredibly jank and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna like... This process to get this working was incredibly jank and I... Alright, well now I need to refresh for a couple of seconds because I just realized that I just let the freaking stream start echoing. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put that up a little bit. I'm just gonna hope that when anyone joins the stream that they can actually hear what's going on. Because So pretty much, here's the setup. My PS2 is running right now on my actual like little TV setup I have to my left. Technically I could get the webcam working for today, but it already took me a eternity to get this ready. So deal with it. Just deal with it, guys. So my PS2 is over here. I have an AV to HDMI converter, and I have that HDMI cable plugged into my capture card, and then my capture card, you know, all set up with my computer. And you know, it took a while to get that working. It took me a while because the component to HDMI adapter is working off of USB power from the TV because the TV supplies 5 volts, 2 amps, so they can run it. It took me a while to realize that the TV turned off, so that's why I wasn't getting any output from the PS2. That took me way too long to realize. Yeah, there's also the fact that this is really weird because my capture card, like what you guys are seeing, actually looks tenfold better than what I'm seeing. Like, I'm getting roughly 60 FPS, but I also have... It's super jittery because I think it's... I don't know what it said. I think it was running like 480, 560. It's like 480 by 560 or something. And you know, it's stretched to 16 by 9 on this monitor. Our one advantage is that this is Gran Turismo 4, where Gran Turismo 4 can run pretty nicely on a lot of things because it can run at 1080i actually, which is why when we're loading into matches, it's gonna say no signal for a second because the PS2 essentially has to change its output because it only does 1080i on the races. The menu is still 480p. So the PS2 has to change its output mid-match, which is something you can only get out of using component cables, and that kind of sucks because PS2 OEM component cables are kind of rare. They're a little expensive. But I found like the best third-party ones you can buy, and they actually look like freaking amazing. Like, even on flat screen TVs, the thing still looks pretty freaking nice. And even on 1080i mode, it's like, it looks sweet. I mean, it sucks because, you know, I can't use the 1080i mode on my CRT because, you know, CRTs like actually need a set resolution because they're not, you know, they're not smart like that. You know, they're not smart like that. So if it's anything but the resolutions that the TV supports, it gets really weird. It starts looking really wacky. So hopefully you guys can hear the game. And we're just gonna get into this. So it's gonna say no signal because it's just how it is. Also, I'm sorry, but there is going to be a butt ton of delay on this stream. The problem with this is that because of all the things that the display is going through, it takes at least like 2 or 3 seconds just for my input to register. Like, my stuff is instant because my screen doesn't have any input, but from going from my input to OBS, there's like, 2 to 3 seconds, and then, you have my audio, which should be live, and that's on top of going into YouTube, which is going to be a couple seconds of delay. Like, this whole stream's just going to be pretty freaking delayed. Like, sorry, but not a lot I can do about it. But I'm working through the beginner cups right now. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty easy race now because I pretty much just beefed out a Honda Beat. Like, what I did is I just B-spec'd the all-Japanese Touring Cup, or like the all-Japanese, like, championship thing. And I just absolutely slammed the Honda Beat. So that's what I'm using now. My only problem is that, I'm sorry, but the Honda Beat drives like crap. I don't know what it is with this car, but this car is a K car and it drives like a boat. This thing genuinely drives like I'm driving a 70s Cadillac. Like, I don't know what it is, but this thing has so much body roll, it's not even fun. Like, I don't get it. This thing just has an insane amount of body roll, and like, oh my god, this thing's amount of body roll is diabolical. I don't get it. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it drives like that. I'm probably just gonna have to keep messing with the suspension. Because I 100% bet you it's just something I did with the suspension. I just gotta fine-tune it more, but I'm like, I added like a little bit, it might have been the toe out that I gave it. I think I gave it maybe can't have the toe with that -1. Last time I checked, I don't think you're usually supposed to have toe being. It's supposed to be like one set of tires and one. It's also, yeah, you can see my tire wear is like super uneven. Yeah, even when this thing's going forward, it's like, it sways like crazy. The only... Yep, there we go. The TV turned off. Oh my god, this TV, the frickin' TV turns off if it's on anything different. I think I know what I need to do. I'm turning on my PS3. I'm going to switch the input. Hello there, PS3. You're going to lock in for me now. Thank you. Alright. Come on, Nos. Come on, Nos. Thank you, Nos. Alright. But yeah, this thing's got... Yeah, I apologize for how janky this stream is probably going to be, because, like, there's, like, tons of delay, first of all, just because of how everything has to work. I'm just really surprised, because, like, unironically, at least in terms of the display, it actually looks really good, like, in OBS and on the actual stream. Like, oh my god, I'm still trying to get used to driving this thing. The display actually looks really good. It's just there's probably a crap ton of stream delay because of the fact that the display's probably super behind, but my audio should actually kind of up to date. But then also at the same time, the game audio, I don't even know how the game audio is because I can't hear it, because if I want to get the game audio, I have to have the Elgato, like, capture app going. But that makes it so that OBS can't use the capture info. I know there's definitely a way around that. Like, this has got to be a non-issue. but like, I don't know how to do I really actually have to do something. Oh my goodness, this car drives like a land yacht, but it's a Honda. Yeah, it's quite wrong. Honda Beat. That Honda Beat version Z, I want to get one of those, because I was like looking at like different like Honda Beat versions. Oh, and again, if anyone's just joining the stream, whenever I'm going from a race to the normal menu, it's gonna say no signal for a couple seconds because I'm playing on the 1080i mode for Gran Turismo, which is probably what's actually making the stream look decent. But the problem is that when I have to switch between the menu, it has to go back to 480p. So, yeah, it comes back within a couple of seconds, but yeah, it has to change every time. So I am trying to make sure I keep updating the store. The course has been added to original store. Why did you give me Apricot Hill now? I didn't even do Apricot Hill. I did Driving Park. That was Driving Park. I don't know how that stuff works when it unlocks. Alright. This is what I was trying to get. I was trying to get an NSX because I was trying to work on the MR Cup. Yeah, I wanted to do the MR Cup. But I'm like, wait, a Honda Beat should be able to do the MR Cup, K car, and the step above the K car, like the kind of just small car cup. Okay, we have another normal. We have another normal Honda Beat. Midship Amusement. Yeah. I don't know why that's in the name. That's so wild. Honda Beat, there's version F. I just bought one of these. At least I think so. I want to see if I can like get one. Honda Beat version Z. There it is. I don't know what makes this version any different. That's a nice video. Processing. Okay, purchase complete. Are there any more for me to buy? Suzuki Cappuccino. This is the fancier one. This is the one that's a little nicer. Civic SAR2. I love this model of Civic. I would unironically buy one of those. I freaking love that version of the Civic. I think there's 4 models of the Honda Beat. I literally checked the Wikipedia page on the Honda Beat. That's what I did. Literally just searched up Honda Beat. Wikipedia. The Honda Beat is a rear engine. Dude, this is like freaking goofy Wikipedia. This is like, it's like in some random language. I did not mean to search Wikipedia up on Wikipedia. Guys, I promise I'm not that stupid. Versions. There's the F, C, and Z beyond the normal ones. We have the Honda Beat, the Honda Beat version F, the Honda Beat version C. No, we still need the C. We have the normal F and Z. The Z is apparently the kind of funner version. I don't know if that means anything, just because I don't know if this game actually does the equivalent of like the genuine like real life version. But apparently this one has a metallic green color, which is what this one is. 3 black gauges, mud guards, rear spoiler, and a cool exhaust pipe, and alloy wheels. I can see the alloy wheels. I guess I can see the rear spoiler. I wish there was actually a bit of an upgrade, because there really is no reason to get this version. It just comes in a cooler color. Because, I mean, like, come on, like, just basic, boring white is kind of just... Boo. Like, it's nothing fun. Should have went with a cappuccino. It comes with 64 horsepower stock. Again, I think these are all in terms of the actual, like, horsepower. I don't think their like horsepower actually changes whatsoever. So we'll go with our one that we've actually beefed out. I also love this car because somehow it has front and rear downforce sliders. So you can unironically give this thing some crazy downforce, which I love. It's pretty cool. I also wonder if this thing has a one-make race. I feel like there would definitely be a one-make race for this. Oh my god, my watch is just all weird. I'm actually gonna take this thing off for a little bit. Watch. Oh my god, that just immediately... It's like it was trying to say something. It just immediately fell off. Okay. I'm gonna actually mess with the suspension for a second. I'm doing all this because I don't want to use an emulator, because I don't feel like it. If I have native hardware, I'm going to use native hardware. Okay. It didn't save the fact that I literally put the ride height on the floor. Wait, none of my stuff saved on this. I literally had changed this. I had changed a bunch of this stuff, and none of it saved. Well, that might be why it still drives like a boat. Because I also, you know, I'd given it more camber. Stabilizers. Anti-roll bars. Yes. All of it. I need that. This car rolls like there's no tomorrow. Like, genuinely, it actually rolls like crazy. Oh my god, nothing saved! I had adjusted, like, all of this, and none of it, like, rolled over. Why did none of this save? That's so weird. I was messing with this earlier. I don't know why none of it saved. Let's go like... Brother. Quit and return to pre... Yeah, that makes it sound like it's not about to save at all. It must have been in a spot. I must have just been in a spot where I didn't save. Like, there wasn't autosave set. Because GT4 does autosave. But, not every menu. Like, it only autosaves. It only autosaves for certain things, pretty much. 1 point race. Come all out. I've made this thing into an absolute demon. I was able to do pretty good with this thing stock. The only thing I wasn't able to do was the main thing I don't like about Tsukuba is the fact that I don't know. I just actually really, I just enjoy that. It's just fun and Shrek. Okay, this thing's a little better now. I'm not immediately blasting in front of everyone more, because, you know, I said that I actually made this thing. I made it, it's weird, but that just means it has a high level. Sorry, champ. Out here for a second, but I have NOS. Bye-bye. Oh, God. This thing also now turns. The only thing I like about Tsukuba is that last turn. Or that last, like, that last chunk. That last little chunk is always get you back on the road, NOS. Dude, NOS in this game is just so OP. It's so cheap. It's literally a 5K upgrade. And it's like it just adds 50 horsepower to your car. It's like a free 50 horsepower. It's actually diabolical. And that's when you use it at like stock. You can adjust the power duration ratio out of it. You can make it so it literally only lasts like a singular straight, but it turns your car into a freaking rocket for that singular straight. It's really OP on these tiny little cars because it's like free performance. And on some of these cars where they even struggle to go uphill, it makes it so you just blast through the uphill. Like it's diabolical. Like no NOS. Like it's diabolical. There is a difference. I mean, you know, you can always tell because like there's a sound. But it's like I actually really like using it through corners because it makes it so that your car won't lose any speed through corners. Like if you have a car that slows down a lot on corners, then you can usually use it to pick up the pace incredibly fast, especially if you didn't set the gear ratios a little longer. But I like it because by default, I can pretty much hold the NOS for an infinite amount of time. I also realize that I'm braking way too early. Or I'm braking way too late. I might want to set the brake controller up a little. Because this car's maxed out. I have all the upgrades on it. So it's pretty nice. But yeah, I pretty much, when the NOS is stock, you can pretty much hold it dang near the entire race if it's a short duration race. I don't know what factors go into that. Like, if it has a smaller engine, does it consume less? Because, like, this thing literally has a 3-cylinder engine in it. It's tiny. It's like a 700cc engine. It's big. So, you know, this thing's kind of crazy. And if you want like this next time, I don't know what that translates into. Because, you know, in theory, it can last. Official time sequel. They make clocks and stuff. It's like even though I can't hear it, I know what the sounds are. I don't know how much I'm gonna even be streaming at all, just cause like, again, I started super late, so that freaking sucks. 7 laps of the course. Tragic. Alright. So what we got? We got a cappuccino, a beet. Okay. Nothing that I can't demolish. Oh no! Like, wouldn't it be funny if it tries to give me anything new I don't want? I kind of have hit a wall when it comes to the MR Cup. I was working at the MR Cup, and like, I can beat most of those cars as long as it's not big straight tracks. Because like, the MR Cup is usually like NSXs, Lotuses, and like that stuff. But as long as it's a lot of like this track, amazing. Short straights, not going to the pits, not pitting. Oh, come on! Let's get there. Okay. I need to just like lock in for a second. This is a K-car cup. I want test course. It's test course. It's like driving park test course. Oh, my really goofy looking map. We might be playing some Gran Turismo 3. I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm having this weird problem where Gran Turismo 3 just runs really bad, even though I'm literally on native hardware playing on computers. Like, this has never really been an issue before, but all of a sudden, like, the game just kind of runs like crap. Like, I don't know if it's just because the game always ran like crap, but last time I checked, the game doesn't. It's also weird because it feels like OBS does some sort of color correction, because this game on OBS's screen looks freaking insane. Like, it looks amazing. But then it goes back. Onto the YouTube feed, and it's like, it looks fine. It just looks like what I'm seeing, but without the flickering or anything. Like, it looks like just a perfected version of what I'm looking at. But there's like none of the fancy looking color correction. Like, OBS, the sky actually looks blue, you know, all the colors actually kind of pop. But it's like, now it's just weird. That's weird. Almost laughed. That is quite funny. That is quite funny. Okay. K-Card challenge finished. Because I'm like, I don't know why, but I've had this game for years now, and I literally barely have any progress on it. That's kind of weird. Like, I got this game at the time that I bought this PS2 that I have. Well, not... Okay, it's weird. I've had 3 PS2s, technically. My first one I had at the end of 8th grade. That one died because of ribbon cable. What do we get? Let me guess, we get a Honda Beat. No, we get a really old car. What is with this car and loving to give you old cars? This game just has so much. This game just has so many old cars that actually can't be used for like anything. Yeah, no, this thing can also be used for the Spider and Roadster. AKA, I'm going to be playing against a bunch of Miatas. It might as well be a Miata Cup. And it's 2 lappers. It's just 2 lappers. And none of these are very long. I mean, Infineon kinda is, but that's only if it's like full track. And then again, Twin Ring, Motegi. It's okay. It's East Shore Course. Sports car course. I don't know what that one is. I just know full track Infinity because Forza 4 only uses full track. Trial Mountain. I'm looking, fearing the sport truck race because I like trucks. So weird how like some of these ones you have the licenses to defend some of them. We got new cars again. But yeah, I might want to buy an NSX. I might want to buy an NSX because the MR Cup is kind of hard to do, even with a beefed out, even with an absolutely beefed out on the beat. It's still like kind of hard. This is wait, is this like that tiny car? Holy crap, that thing is four-wheel drive, that's kind of funny. Imagine actually using that in the four-wheel drive cup. You're going against like Skylines, probably. This is like a newer MR2. Dang, I forget that newer MR2s actually like look kind of cool. So wow, what an original name, MR2. What kind of is it? It's an MR car. Midship rear wheel. Fancy. Oh, the diodes are good. That's funny. This is actually weird now. The SOK. This thing is tiny. This looks like it could qualify as a K car. This is like diabolically tiny. Oh, dude, okay, these things are like fancy, dude. I almost want to use it. I want to make use of one of these. Like, bro, Ford Taurus with a V8 in it. That is diabolical. That is like fancy pants. I want to see if I can use it just for something. Because, like, that's kind of crazy work. And it's 212, but it probably makes even more because it's probably old oil. Yeah, freaking Ford Taurus SHO. This is the only model that has as beefy of an engine. I think all the other ones are so just kind of like goofy little V6s or whatever. Also, the oil thing in this game sucks. You can never tell if the car has bad oil unless the gauge is going off or it's just used or if it's a used car. Like, it's so bugged. GT6 at least finally has the decency to like tell you when you need to get your oil changed. Get some downforce for this thing. But you probably use it. Alright, I want to see what this thing's like max horsepower output is. I also really hope I can use this for something. Okay, one, doesn't have a single tuner thing, so nothing tunes for Ford. So I actually have to go to the US. I've like actually never gone to the US section. I've genuinely like only bought Japanese in my playthrough. Like, actually, what do these guys even sell? An SSR, a Camaro, a Z06, and a... Yo, oh my god. Chevy sells like nothing. Okay, this is where it gets a little better. Can't even buy that Corvette. C2 Stingray. The C28 Camaro. Even better. Okay, a ZR1. That's... I actually love that. Can I get this in like a red? Oh, yes. I like unironically more Chevelle, an IROC to see. Oh, this was the concept car for the IROC. Yeah, let's do a video review. Oh yeah, then we get the C5R. This thing is just OP. This thing is like stupid OP in the frickin' where is it really good? It's really good in GT3 because you can use it for like nearly everything. Ford's at least a little better off because actually I wonder if the Ford GT is out in this game yet. Okay, it's still a concept car. Because I think the Ford GT came out in 05. And, oh, wait, no. The Ford GT just actually is out. Okay. It's kind of weird, because this game, I think, is 2004? My disc must just be, like, a later version of the game, because this car came out. This car should have came out after this game would have been launched. I don't know. Kind of crazy. Focus RS. Somehow this thing has 212. Dang, that's a pretty beefy flat Ford. The Focus ST10. The Ford car. Oh my god, that is rough. Mustang GT. Okay, that's actually nice because this is probably a pretty decent Mustang. Again, 05, yeah, because this is when they brought back the Mustang. The Mustang had been dead, pretty much. This would probably be the truck to get. This would probably be the truck we want to get for the truck challenge. That's probably going to be significantly faster than everything else. This is an RS. Yeah, Stars 200. That's, man, that's just such a sick car. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I went there for tuning. What am I on about? What am I on about? Give me the tuning. Full racing. Alright. You can't turbo it, of course, because it's a freaking American car. So you just can't do anything in the turbo menu, not even like supercharge it. Which is kind of stupid. Okay, NA tuning. 349 horsepower. I mean, okay, that sucks, because like, you would think this thing would have a lot more potential. It really doesn't. Also, what tires? It probably comes with comfort tires, right? It actually doesn't. It actually comes with medium sports. Wait, I just realized Ford doesn't even have one make races. I'm just gonna ball out. I'm going to ball myself. Oh my god, this thing actually might be useless. Well, that was 70 horsepower out of 112k upgrade. I think I might get semi-racing suspension. We'll get that. Go to drivetrain. Customize. Because these flywheels cost like nothing and they like buff your acceleration by like a lot. I like that. This thing's I also bet's probably a land boat, so yeah, dude, this thing is too heavy, bro. Let me guess, it's probably like front wheel drive somehow for some reason. I'll never understand that. That's such a stupid idea. That literally for 30 kilograms. 20, oh my god. 21,000 credits for 30 kilograms shaved off. No, that's actually a scam. This literally, these both combined to take off almost like 300 kilograms. That is stupid. Alright, but now I really need to find this challenge to use this car for. Because I don't want this thing to end up having been useless in France. Ah, yes. You know, you really know that there's nothing for this thing if it's like, yeah, it's just the Pescarola Courage. It's an insane car, but it's like yeah, they're just like, all right, what is this? Oh yeah, it somehow has a freaking one-man car. Okay, actually, that's a pretty cool looking car. I actually don't even need that. I actually think I have that in GT5. I think I have that in GT5. Yeah, but okay, I mean, but Citroen, that's, I guess that makes sense. Two horsepower. So you just like, oh my god, that's gotta suck. That has gotta be miserable. I'm sorry, man. That's tragic. Spider and Roadster. Yeah, it qualifies as a Roadster. On a good day. Alright, well, unfortunately, because it's also an American car, well, no, I could try to use it in an American event. There is these ones. Muscle car competition? Up to 1980. Never mind. Hot rod. So just everyone. I guess I'll try. Entering a Ford SHO into a fancy American car competition. This thing doesn't look silly at all. I actually really like the look of some old, late 90s Fords, like the Econo boxes that they made. I don't know why, I just like how their lights look on them for some reason. I genuinely thought I just saw an SHO. I'm like, there's no way there's another one of these here. That one's already too much. Okay, we can adjust enough, which is good because I want to get that down. Oh, nice! It has shock absorbers. Add some extra camber. Full customize. Literally, just give me like a couple more. Just need a little more. And this thing has front downforce. Oh my god. I forget how, like, free downforce is in this game. Freaking, like, Gran Turismo, 3, dude, it's like a blessing when a car gets downforce. Because most cars, even when they're maxed out, they're hard to control, man. You get a car that can actually have an editable downforce, that's like a blessing. This is only a 9-point race. Am I gonna whoop these guys? Oh, it's an SRT Ford. I'm gonna whoop this guy. This thing looks like this thing is so lowered. Oh my goodness, it's visibly lowered. We're doing it. Oh wow. This thing's got power. Although again, this SRT Ford. Okay. Okay, the brakes on this thing are actually kind of good. Again, I haven't even touched the brakes. I'm realizing a problem with this car, actually, that I'm going to edit now while I'm really early in the race. I might want to put a ballast weight on the rear because this thing's front wheel drive with a V8 engine in it. V8 motor. So there's a crap ton of weight on the front of this. Alright, ballast weight, we're gonna just go like 50 pounds and like all in the back. That might make it harder because again, this thing doesn't have like a crap ton of power. So that's not great that I'm putting that much weight. Let's see if that raises at all. And we're on a 9-point race. It's still a 9-point race. But yeah, now that should even it out. This should make it a little easier. Do this. Hopefully. Find out. I mean, if it was a rear-wheel drive car, then, you know, putting a ballast weight like that would make it, you know, like, easier to get more traction on the tires. Like, this thing's already getting enough traction. We're doing this for the braking. Yeah, okay, that made it a little better. It's still nothing great, but, that definitely just made the braking a lot better. Like, I'm not literally, like, this thing isn't just getting thrown. That's what I always hate about front wheel drive cars is whenever you have to deal with braking, because especially if you don't even have like the racing brakes yet, it can be pretty rough to try to like full force brake, because usually what'll happen is that you guys took that one. But usually what will happen is that all the force, all like the weight just gets thrown forward. And it usually causes, especially if you have to turn, yeah, thanks guys for pushing me. It makes it really annoying because especially if you have to do that in turn, you're gonna spin out. Depending on what your suspension is. Because I've already given myself crazy low ride height, and I set some better shock absorber stats, and like yeah, look at my tire wear. The rear have nothing on them. Yeah, it's also the problem is that top end power I can't whoop a Viper. A Viper's gonna whoop me at top end. That is where having a freaking turbocharger would be nice if I could get myself a little top end torque. What am I getting whooped by? Like, what is this up here? Yeah, it's just really funny because I can demolish this thing in the low gears. Like, I annihilate this Viper in low gears, but as soon as we get to higher gears, this thing wraps up. This would be another car that would benefit from NOS. This thing would be beautiful without NOS. What is this car up here? I need to know what this freaking car up here is. This should not be anything bad. Oh, it's the GTO. It's the GTO. Oh my goodness. Y'all, guys, you don't need to slow down. Forget these guys' cars are still Lambos. I've put a bunch of freaking weight upgrades into mine, so I don't need such thing. Yo, get off of me! Get off my butt. Oh my god, I'm gonna get whooped. Okay, the good thing is that GTO is like fending off the Viper for me right now. So I'm able to actually kind of pull away. God dang it, the Viper. So I was pretty much fending off the Viper from GTO, and there we go. I just threw. And the Viper threw me into a wall. Yo, I'm getting abused right now. And of course, that Viper just put itself like 5 seconds ahead, which is just not something I'm gonna be able to make up in a lap. Okay, I need to put on a crazy performance right now. Looking at my incredibly pixelated screen. This would also probably be a lot easier if I actually did buy the soft tires, but this thing's already over the course here. Yeah, I'm not catching up to him. He's gonna finish like almost 8 seconds ahead of me, I bet. This thing was like getting... Okay, I'm not even 5 seconds behind. This thing was just completely getting fended off by that GTO. This thing has crazy top-end speed. Yeah. Oh my god. That thing just got away. Well, I know what I need to do. At least I have an idea. Okay. What? Okay, well, it's having a stroke right now. I'm gonna change the game over. I want to play GT3 now. I don't know why it's complaining. It literally just went back to menu. Apparently it's got a problem with that. I'm just gonna reset it. Okay, yeah, that works. We're into the menu. Oh my god, this looks so washed out. This is so incredibly washed out. Put it on full. I gotta wait for it to read because the laser in my thing kind of sucks. I hate having to wait for this frickin' thing to... Oh, there we go, finally. Read the disc. I also realized, oh my god, PS3, like the DualShock 2 and 3 look, like, actually identical. Like, there really just is not much that identifies these two. Alright. Okay, I'm hoping this runs nice. Also, yep, the screen's gonna have a stroke here, by the way, because PS2s are really weird when it comes to loading games. They like go in and out of signal like multiple times. But yeah, I'm hoping this works right. Because I was having problems with this running nicely earlier. Okay, it's running good. Usually I can already tell just by the first menu if the... Okay, yeah, it's running nicely now. Weirdly futuristic for this, I'm pretty sure, being an R33. It's an R33. It's an R33. It's really weirdly realistic. Also, my god, like, this game just actually looks... It looks freaking amazing on the stream. Like, this game looks like buns on my screen. I don't have it. Get this dang car from. So when did I buy myself an RSI Beetle? And why would I do that? The new Beetle, RSI. Like, this thing is so fancy. I've never even, like, seen one of these things before. It's like an overly fancy car. 4-wheel drive. Turboed V6. God dang. New Beetle Cup car. 336 horsepower? Dang. And then it's just an N8 V6. So that's just like... I mean, it's alright. Yeah, I remember I was working on the Evo. Oh, the Evo Cup. I kind of just... I know GT4 is an amazing game, but, like... GT3 was what I played first. So GT3 actually has a little bit... deeper of a dropped my controller. Why they call it, it's just the reverse of the track. Like, just call it like midfield reverse. Like, this game is like incredibly limited. Like, even if you go on mode, which is janky, you get like and then also tracks. Those are probably my favorite Gran Turismo tracks of all What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? Yellow Evo. We love ourselves the Yellow Evo. The Yellow Evo's goated. Okay. Beating done. Beetle Cup is done. Done the GT World Championship on beginner. So all we need to do is get ourselves a work. And we gotta do the Altezza. I still need to figure out where you get in Altezza. I don't even know where you get in Altezza. I know it's in certain places. Like that. Japanese Championship. Sick. Yeah, these are like the funniest championships. Even though, like, my C5R can probably beat the professional world championship. I love having all the licenses. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. You can buy the Altezza, but it's under Lexus. I'm going to lose it. Okay, so yeah, the Altezza, Lexus LS US dealer. So now I gotta save up. I don't have the credits. Even though I probably just have a car I can sell. Literally driving an Evo 7 GSR. Yeah, like I'm literally driving that one right now. The Evo 5. Evo 6 GSR. Oh, it's if I'm even saying that. They literally just are the same car. Okay. I want to see how this goes. I feel like we're gonna get whooped. Because my lack of ability to play this game. We start off with Tokyo Arcade. And again, I don't even think we're going up against like the ballsy cars yet. I think we're just going up against like some tuner cars and some LM cars. Yeah, we're just going up against LM cars. Like, this thing is still over 1,000 horsepower. This is a fully beefed out C5R. I should be able to whoop these guys like, and again, I've put tons of hours in this track. I'm gonna put on my softest tires I can. One thing I do love about this game, it's got crazy tire options. This game has so many tire options. Also, the qualifying button. Qualifying just actually works right in this game. It's only 5 laps. It's only 5 laps. I just pressed qualify again. I'm going to lose it. Please tell me I kept my record. Please tell me I kept my record. Good. Okay. I'm gonna edit all of our stuff. I'm gonna go on some slicks. Alright. Yeah, I knew what I was doing for the most part. What did I do for ride height? Nah, we're gonna have to put that down all the time. Sorry, champ. This was when I actually was, like, genuinely doing research into how to tune cars in this game. Also, respectfully, this should be a little more out, please. Stabilizer, shock bound, or rebound. I don't know. Why doesn't this car have shock absorbers? Oh my god, we're nearly maxed out on brake balance. What's the default on this? I wish I could know how much the default is. Alright. Oh my god! I just maxed it out on wide. Also, this is implying that there is a car in this game with the 7th gear. I've never even seen that. Okay, yeah, but we now need to make this... If this is 35, this has to be like 60. God dang, I made like the freaking limited slip impossible. Alright. Let's run it. It's terrible. Display is... By the time this display have no clue what it is, but we're just gonna like. Advanced audio properties. I hate having to try to mess with this crap. Because once you go positive decibels, unless you just actually clear in the value. Okay, well, hopefully that is better. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Nobody's. I mean, these are equipment based. I can't handle this much pain. But then also, I'm going to do my best to just keep my braking straight line. Don't like braking. Try not to spin out. Because I'm going to displacement. But like 1,000 horsepower car, like tires. Especially since this car's right, so only like slight advantages that the car can be relatively pounds. super speedway. I think this is going to be the straightest track. I don't think I'm getting much that requires muscle. Like, I can only imagine we're actually going to get more advanced track. Something like that out of the novel. Sheets on my bed. Laguna Seca, really, man. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Problem with GT3 is that as you get later into long championships, also the problem is now we need to qualify like every single match. The problem is that the rubber banding gets worse as time goes on. Like, we're gonna be going against like these guys are gonna be insane by the time we get to the end of the cup. So that sucks. Alright, we can qualify for this. Yeah, this is gonna go a lot quicker than this thing is small. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I do not like this. I don't like how it's like sunset. I think it just makes the lighting super big. I think this game's lack of like light. But this should make for a good match. barely just skidded out. Oh my god, it almost did it again! That is the problem with how we ride my yeah, I can still do this. This car does still have 120. That is evil. Alright, now we go back to our slicks. Man, my throat's just been feeling terrible all day. I hate things like this. Also, I feel like people that have played GT3 or 4 before have to be so confused right now because the stream is still advertises GT4, but I haven't changed anything around GT3. I was thinking about putting GT3/4, but I didn't think I was actually going to. Get this 5-lap mission. The only thing is that with how it is, my first turn is stupid long compared to everything else. So it costs me here really it's literally like it's a top speed versus they get better acceleration for my top speed. Annihilate. My top speed is my one problem. Because I'm just like tired now, which is good in the fact that it will last long, but it's more time than it takes. So I'm having to slide through and be like nice. Which is good, because that means I'm going to the last way. And I still spit it out. Oh my god, I'm just gonna. This game just switches up on me so much. You go between absolutely annihilating. You go between absolutely annihilating everyone. Hard feels like it's being driven by a 60, even though looks great. It's like the lights comes into looking looks like scary. It's gonna look menacing.
Now I'm confused. It gives them like a couple points. Alright, well, what is this? Gran Valley 5-lap reverse. Okay. I think I'm probably gonna call it here for the stream. I mean, I'm glad that I roughly got it figured out how I do this stuff, but it's not great. It's not great. I hope I can get this a little better figured out later, but I just want to get